one of the most delicious banana bread out there. It should be hyped up. So I'm using 3 bananas. I'm using a teaspoon and a tablespoon of baking powder and baking soda. I'm using half a tablespoon of salt, nutmeg, and a tablespoon of cinnamon. I'm using 3/4 of butter, 3 eggs, sieved all-purpose flour, some good vanilla, and some muscle weight gain. So now, darling, let's get into it. I'm using a cup of that, by the way. And let's just get into it. So I have my peeled banana already in my baking pan. So I'm just going to get that all nicely blended. So let's go. And with that, I'm just going to start adding my eggs. So this will be all first of the wet ingredients. So 3 eggs are going in. Yeah, here we go. We have a little bit of an issue here. Yeah, we just don't want any trash in that, right? As again, it is one of the best banana breads out there. And again, for our last egg, we'll get that in. We get it on a nice stir again. So let's all blend that nice flavored up. Here we go. We have 3/4 cups of brown sugar. I hate white sugar. Wash sugar. No, thank you. And here we go. I'm not melting my butter, guys. You can always melt your butter. It's optional, but I'm not. I'm just going to cut my butter up in cubes and place it in here. I love when it's baked and all of that fluffiness comes out in my banana bread. I love when my butter is like that. So there you go, some beautiful mixtures. It's already taste and smell delicious. So here we go. I'm just going to go gracefully with my vanilla. I always eyeball things. But again, banana bread is super delish. Now here we go. Let's add our dry ingredients. So here we go. We have our 2 cups of sieved all-purpose flour. I'll be mixing that in just to get that all nicely whipped in. And from there, it's looking delicious, right? Make sure that it's all sieved in. So we put our 1 cup of weight muscle gain. So we need that banana bread to be all nicely fluffed and heavy. So here we go. We're adding our baking powder, baking soda. And again, I use half a tablespoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Here we go with our salt, nutmeg, and cinnamon. And let's look at that nice, look at that, just nicely blended. Wow, my batter is looking delicious. Here we go. Let's prep our oven. Let us put it at 350, and we'll give our oven some time here for around 55 minutes to 60 minutes. All right, now it's time for our batter to go right into our baking pan. Look at that. Would you just look at that, guys? All nicely dense, that batter. If it's runny, it's not the best. I love when it's nicely dense, so I know my banana bread will come out really nice and thick, really nice and fluffy. But they say always say the proof is in the pudding. So I am just pouring all of that into that my banana bread dish, or whatever you guys like to call it. But my banana, my bread pan, and get all of that. Look at that, guys. So delicious. So here we go. Right up into that oven. Let's slap that baby all in. So our oven is ready. Let's get it in. So, yep, set our timer. I'm giving this 60 minutes. 60 minutes is good enough. Could give it 55 minutes, but I love 60 minutes. I love the crunch on it. I'm not selling it to a bakery. Now, here comes the toothpick test. Once that thing comes out nice and clear, baby, we know what's up. It is nice and ready. But before we just go into it like yummy, 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 we're going to let it stay onto that and let it cool down for at least 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Now, here we go. All finished, all out of our pan. And would you just look at that? Oh my God, guys, delicious. It is awesome. Yeah, I tell you guys, it is one of the best out there. Try my recipe. Here we go. So let's just see what it looks like on the inside. They say the proof is always in the pudding, but at this point, it's the bread. Let's get it. Let's get it. Would you just look at that? I'm anxious. Wow. Nicely baked. Really nice and fluffy. No residues. That's what I'm saying, guys. That toothpick test is amazing. So try my beautiful recipe and